today I am reviewing Taking the Reins, which is this one right here. I have major glare going on this morning. There you go, Taking the Reins. Okay, this is book one of the Rosewood series by Katrina Abbott. Now, this one, what can I tell you about this one? Let's see, it's narrated by Anne-Marie Gideon and it's a YA series. Okay, now we have Prescott, who is our leading lady, but there seems to be a bit of doubt about whether it's actually her real name. That doesn't get answered in the book at all. Okay, so like in the book blurb, it actually starts off with that, you know, Prescott, if that is in fact her real name, and she's transferred from London back to the States, and she is sent to this Rosewoods, Rosewood Academy of Academic Excellence, which is a boarding school, girls only, for the rich and the famous. Okay, now she's settling into the school and everything. It seems all pretty perfect. Obviously it's missing the boy element, which for a girl her age would be an important element to consider. Luckily for her, there is the Westwood Academy, which is really close by, which is basically the male version of Rosewood. Okay, so again, another boarding school, this time male only, and again for the rich and famous. So anyway, you go through, there's three main love contestants for Brooklyn. The first one is Will, who seems very flirty and gorgeous and everything, but he never really convinced me as being someone for her, though anyway I kind of got more like, wow, you're a bit of a jerk vibe from him. But anyway, then we have Brady, who I have to say, I think I'm team Brady. He's our stable boy, because obviously, you know, they have their own stables at this boarding school. Again, there's some problems there. A couple of moments where I was just like, I don't know. I want to be team Brady, because when it was good, it was good. And, you know, I do understand the problems that they would face as a relationship, but at the same time, given their age, I don't know. And then last but not least, we have Jared. Jared is basically a celebrity. He was like a child actor and stuff. Again, I have mixed feelings about him as well. I'm not sure, like, I suppose that was the whole point, was the fact that, you know, deciding between the various different leads. The only one that I would be really disappointed I'd she ended up with would be Will. Between Brady and Jared, tough call, because technically they could, either one could, but Jared won me over towards the end. I think I'm still team Brady though, anyway. But anyway, so this is basically just, you know, these various different things going on while she's settling in and making new friends at the school. Now, she does make some really good new friends at the school. I loved Emmy, who is her roommate. Sort of girl I'd probably want to be friends with back then and things. There were a couple of things that irritated me. The narration. Let's talk about the narration. It's an audiobook, so it's a very important element. The narration, very good. She really made me feel like I was there. She was very good at setting the atmosphere and things like that. Very clear voice and everything throughout. She did do different voices and things for the characters, which wasn't too, the only one that really bugged me, and I mean really bugged me, was Brooklyn. The voice she did with Brooklyn. And I get she's been over in England and London for ages, and she's gone back to the States, and so she's supposedly picked up this kind of English accent or whatever, but being a Brit, I did not like the English, and I found it so off-putting. I think if you're an American listening to this, then it would not be an issue for you. If you are British listening to this, then it would probably irritate you a little bit, like it did for me, because it just felt far too forced. An accent it bugged me throughout the entire thing. I was just, please don't make Brooklyn say anything. Just don't make a book. But then also throughout the, sometimes it was really, really strong, and then other times not really. So also the consistency with that voice. But I mean, it's just like a personal hang-up thing. I just found it irritating. But other than that, the narration was really, really good. And like I said, she was really good at setting the scene and the atmosphere, and you know, pulling you in from that point of view. So yeah, overall not bad. Some pros, some contras there, but overall not bad. I'm going to give it a 3-star, this one. But it was good. It was good, and I like the story. Although, like I said, there's a lot of things that get left sort of unanswered, that they're sort of hinted at, like at the beginning and things, and then they don't get answered in it. Also, I mean, this is book 1 in the series, so I'm guessing that a lot of stuff will be answered in future books in the series, but there were a lot of things that were not tied up in this one. So you will be left with some questions and things when you finish this. But yeah, overall not bad though. Anyway, if you've read or listened to Taking the Reins, then I would love to hear your feedback on it as well. If you've maybe read or listened to, sorry, another audiobook where the narrator has done accents for characters, and maybe, you know, or one where they did it really, really well, or, you know, where it's just been irritating or whatever, then I would love to hear about that as well. I don't know if that's like a me thing, because for the rest of it, the voices that she did for the characters weren't too bad. Even like the male voices, where she got down deep with it and stuff, they weren't that bad. They weren't that bad. I don't generally like the whole voices thing. I prefer toned narration as opposed to, you know, the voices and stuff. But that's just, I digress. Anyway, if you listened to anything, you got some feedback, if you've maybe got suggestions for other audiobooks that I should try out as well, then please do let me know in the links below. If you've liked this video, please give it a like, and don't forget to click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on new uploads. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!